Once again, we'll have to see if Team Lucky was paying any attention.
Sure
They
seems like it.
there we go, the Nunu ban.
First ban.
Pantheon ban, we've seen that come out a few times. Pretty aggressive early game champion, can get some solo kills, can get that first blood, can maybe try to snowball the game.
Pretty similar to the Warwick. Very good early lane champion, especially if you bring the barrier. And that Trundle, which has been lethal in the side lanes over the past few games.
It's your funeral.
Classic Yorick ban. Between the Maiden and the little pools he spawns, he just has an almost infinite amount of push.
Yeah, and with the Fury ban running it out, I would say that all 6 bans were to be expected. A very, very fast B1 Varus lock-in. Most likely something that they have prepped beforehand.
Yeah, I'd imagine with the speed that got locked in, it's probably somebody picking for comfort.
I also know that Varus is considered to be a very, very strong B1 champion in 5v5s. Varus and Ashe considered the 2 strongest ADC champions on the patch. So Varus also notoriously can be pretty strong, both in the top lane and the mid lane. So maybe a new strategy coming out. Over on the other side, we have Echo and the Lulu hover. Interesting. We have yet to see very many support champions locked in. Lulu, however, one of those supports who can survive in the solo lanes. We've seen Lulu mid and Lulu top both be prominent at different points across the years.
And last second switch to the Vi, probably a little bit better of an option.
The Kayn lock-in.
Kayn will be interesting. I haven't been particularly impressed with some of the Vi games. I think that her engage tools have just fallen a little bit flat for the most part.
Yeah, but I also feel like when you're dealing with champions like Kayn and Varus, Vi engage maybe a little bit easier to get off.
Oh, absolutely. Vi probably wouldn't even need to burn her ult, just flash Q onto the Varus and he can't get out.
And with the Jax hover here at the end, pretty solid champion. Has a decent matchup into all 3. I gotta say, I don't have much to comment on with Lucky's drafts. Those are 3 champions that we haven't necessarily seen yet. So maybe they're cooking. Maybe they absolutely burnt it.
Yeah, I think lane Kayn can certainly be a pretty good option. And as you were saying earlier, Varus, one of the strongest ADCs on this patch. The pick that I'm most interested to see is definitely the Ornn. With his passive, not having to base to buy your items could really be an advantage, letting you get teleport advantage, especially if you can control the wave. But his damage is pretty low. Probably expect to see the Demolish to make the best use out of that big health pool.
And then the prediction is out, so feel free to put your channel points down on either Lucky or Slime.
I wonder what the lane matchups are going to look like. I don't know if Varus will particularly like any of these champions. They all have pretty decent gap closes.
I would say that Varus would feel pretty decent into any of them pre-level 6. And then post-level 6, maybe the Vi could get on top of the Varus, but also at that point the Varus has the ult to peel back. There's a reason why Varus top has been such a power pick across the years, so I think if piloted correctly, it should be fine. What I'm more interested in is where this Kayn is going to go. We could see one of 2 things. Either the laning Kayn, something that in my opinion, people may know. I'm a little bit familiar with lane Kayn. May or may not be my one trick. So I'll be interested to see if this team can live up to my expectations. Definitely one that if you haven't practiced it, it'll flop pretty hard. Base Kayn, not necessarily the strongest in lane. Of course, the other option could be that the Kayn is ditching lane. Might be going for the Smite jungle pet into jungling strategy. Other than the Jax, Echo and Vi, not the fastest split pushers early, so if you wanted to ditch the lane and go for some camps, could be potentially a decent move.
Yeah, and we could really see realistically pretty much anyone besides the Varus picking up Smite. Jungle Ornn is pretty fun to play sometimes, but the Jax, the Vi, the Echo, I think all really do have a home in the jungle. So if Slime guys wanted to pick up that Smite and a jungle pet and go roaming as well, then it could be a pretty strong strategy for them.
It seems like the chat has decided that it's about an even matchup. 1,050 points on Lucky, 1,100 on Slime. Maybe the ranks would have told you a different story, but people have faith. People have faith in the derp kitty face.
Let's hope the people are rewarded. Certainly be interesting to see if they can pull off the upset.
Also, I didn't mention this, but some people might have noticed that Lucky's team logo is in fact my YouTube profile picture. Yeah, I had no part in that. I asked them what they wanted their logo to be, and they immediately said, "We want we want your profile picture." So, I am not affiliated with this team. There is no internal collusion. I swear. I promise. I promise. The fact that they got the round 1 bye had nothing to do with me. It was randomly chosen on a spinner wheel. There's proof. Check the VOD.
We'll believe you, but only because it's on tape. We can
let's
see that
take a
Kane
look.
did take Smite.
Yeah, Smite TP,
So
however,
did the Echo.
they are differing from my strategy a bit. Decided to opt for the Conqueror instead of the Unsealed Spellbook. Echo, yes, also has the Smite. We might be seeing some double jungle action over here. Let's take a look at these runes.
Both
Again,
the champions starting out with laning items, though.
yes, this is true. We are looking for the Demolish. Who has it? Kane has Demolish. Orin has Demolish. And Jax has Demolish. So we have 3 out of 6. We'll see if that comes into play at all. Looking like I have a little bit of lag on my side of the stream. Potentially maybe there was a pause or somebody loaded into the game pretty slowly. Usually you can wait these out. I'll give it about 1 minute before I exit the game and re-enter the spectators client.
Looking at these early laning matchups, Echo goes mid, Jax goes top, so those two are pretty much exactly where you'd expect them to be, and it's going to be a Vi into the Varus bot lane.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Varus does have that level 6 ultimate to get the root, but of the champions that Varus could go against, Vi, probably the one he would want to see the least, has a lot of mobility, and of course her ultimate is unstoppable, so we'll be able to just buffer through the Varus route. And
Yeah,
I
and
do
I
think I will try to restart the spectator client here.
Yep. I think Jax into Ornn, that's a pretty Jax-favored matchup. Ornn just really doesn't have a lot of the damage to keep up with you, which is unfortunate, but...
Yeah, we'll have to see. There may be a chance that we load into this game a little bit late, but it will not be. We get into the game 1 minute in, so luckily no spoilers. I was a little bit worried we were going to get drop shipped into the 4-minute mark.
No, it looks like not much has happened.
Yeah, we're looking at these same laning matchups here.
So you were talking about the lane Kane. Do you also run Smite Teleport when you play that?
I do, but however, I run Smite Teleport Unsealed Spellbook. I think the big difference is that when you go Smite Teleport, you have no combat summoner spells, so having that Unsealed Spellbook gives you access to the Flash, Exhaust, Ignite, the Ghost, those types of useful spells. I'll be interested to see with the Smite Teleport Conqueror if they're going to be missing out from that extra power.
Yeah, Ignite already out from the Vi too. This bot lane's probably going to get bloody quick. And the Q comes in again. Varus already forced to burn both of their potions.
Yeah, Varus may be suffering from that EU ping a bit, let's not forget.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Kane looks like they're moving into the Raptors. Might be attempting to take a camp.
Yeah, this is
And
probably why
we
they
can
put
see
the
Varus
Kane
thing
mid.
is bad.
And in fact, I would guess this is probably why both Kane and Echo are mid, is because you put whoever has the Smite into that mid lane, they have the easiest access to both sides of the map, so they could leave to go farm a camp whenever.
And Kane might have to take advantage of that jungle farming. Looks like Echo is going to be able to just bully them out of this lane.
Yeah, unfortunately with that Doran's Blade start, it's going to be tough to buy a jungle item. Your only option would be to sell the Doran's Blade if you want to buy the jungle pet. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tricky to take the camps. Without that extra bonus damage from the jungle pet, taking those camps raw could be pretty difficult, even for a champion like Kayn.
Yeah, and Echo's already roaming down. Looks like he's going to be able... Yeah, he's in behind that Varus. First blood coming. Varus needs to be careful. There's no vision. W comes out, and Varus will be able to get away.
Yeah, not going to be tagged by the stuns. We'll get out, but that's a big chunk. Kayn not able to get the wave fully shoved. Maybe looking for a crossfab topside. But Vi's going to be pretty happy with this one. Has a lot of lane pressure due to the damage that Varus took.
Yeah, this is definitely good. Kayn stepping into that top side. Jack's not able to dodge the Kayn ability. Knocked up. Flash for flash, and it's a kill under tower for the Ornn. Great
nice
first
play.
blood.
Yeah, both Ornn and Kayn managing to land all of their damage. Potato with Weed just didn't quite have what it took to survive. We'll have the TP, we'll not lose too much for it, but a nice little response roam from Lucky.
Yeah, and this does feel, I think, a little bit bad for the Kayn. He's down about 10 CS, and he got the assist, not the kill. So despite having that first blood, they are still down about 100 gold.
And Echo even going to be able to deny Kayn a wave, letting it get destroyed by the turret.
Yeah, but Ornn with the Bomby Cinder, great push now, and that gives HP, so he should be able to start dueling the Jax a good bit better now.
Yeah, that's really the big question. Will that first blood for the Ornn be enough to give him some lane pressure against the Jax? Because if the Jax remains fine, then the entire play might have been a little bit lost, but if the Ornn can start to contest this push, could be a good power point for them to play through later.
Absolutely. And Jax is much like the Fiora in the previous game. He only gets stronger as the game goes on. So the more they can try and set him behind now, the better.
I'll be interested to see. Varus tried to take a base, decided to cancel it. Varus the only one, of course, left with that TP. Everybody else has used it at this point.
Yeah,
but that, of course,
Varus
also means, yeah, Varus is the only one left on the map who has not gotten a reset, so maybe feeling a little bit weaker.
And interestingly, Varus is running Biscuits. I feel like those have been nerfed pretty heavily in some of the more recent patches. Vi ulting under the turret. Q, E, Varus flash, and gets the kill. Great survival there from EP Girl.
Yeah, maybe the Vi was not expecting the flash, or was maybe underestimating the bronze nameplate. But either way, a little bit of a misplay from the Vi. This means that Varus will be able to get a nice base. Could choose to not TP back as well. We'll have to see whether they want to use that TP or not.
Yeah. I think Vi might have. I think Vi might have just overestimated her damage with the items that she has. I mean, Doran's 2 longswords against nothing. That looks pretty good. But we see Varus going the AP build, and with Comet, the poke from that Q, if it's landing, is really going to start adding up.
Yeah, Echo going to be roaming top here. Let's see if Ornn can get this reset off before dying. Echo, of course, no flash.
The Q comes out, forces Ornn off the recall. The wave's coming in, and Ornn cannot retreat.
Yeah, this should just be a free kill.
Echo going in, not waiting for the minions. This might be a mistake. He gets the kill, and is killed in revenge. Probably should have waited a few more seconds for Potato to be able to get those minions under turret so they can soak that early aggro.
Yeah, also Echo may need to find in these settings the target champions only button. His E went under the turret, so that's why he did not have the damage to kill the Ornn right away. E'd the turret and then just died. Also did not click R. Did not realize, once again, maybe needs to find the patch notes. So turret damage was buffed. Turrets do a lot more damage now than they did last patch, so a combination of blunders from the Echo, a little bit of an embarrassing play coming out from the supposed Diamond team.
Yeah, but here we see Lucky going for the grubs. Scryer's Blossom has been spotted. They see they're on it, but Lucky already gotten 2 of the grubs. Ornn stunned up. And he's going to take that Echo passive. Looks like he'll be able to just ignore the damage and walk away, though.
Yeah, but of course Echo with that smite. Kayn smited the second Void Grub, so no real way to contest that third one. No bonus with Defeat Distract, and Jax will find the Kayn. Can he get the kill here? No flash. Kayn will probably be fine.
Quite possibly. Jax now caught out between the turrets. Great dodge away from the Ornn ultimate, and he'll just walk away as well.
Yeah, questionable Ornn combo, landing the R2 into not auto-attacking into clicking E. Not so sure about that one, but I won't judge too much. Impressive enough that Lucky is only 200 gold down at the moment.
Yeah, with how much roaming they've been doing, it is pretty good. Echo stealing away blue side Raptors. And a questionable E coming out from Catlord. That is not where the Jax was hiding at all.
Yeah, and would you check this out? 2 jungle pets have been bought. So, Doran's Blade sold for the Kayn. Doran's Ring sold for the Echo. 2 Gustwalker hatchlings, so they will be getting a lot of bonus XP from those camps now.
We got a dive, stun locked up. Viol comes out. Q, Eat, and they're going to go maybe 1-for-1. There it is. Can Echo get out from under this turret? Echo's out, flash for flash in the top lane, one more auto attack, there it is. Misclick onto a minion for a second. I thought the Ornn was going to be able to get away from all that.
Yeah, it looks like Echo was able to drop the turret aggro with the R. Very, very luckily for him, did not have turret aggro when the Verisol connected. That would have been really, really bad if the Echo was taking turret shots after being rooted by that Verisol. A good play by EP Girl, surviving the CC chain, getting the ult off, trading 1-for-1. They're going to be pretty happy with that, especially with Kayn being able to take some plates mid. However,
really just
however, the gold leads still going over to Slime because of the jungle camps that Echo was able to take.
Yeah, and if you look at hatchling stats, is that a 36 for Echo? 36 to 40?
Yes.
Been able to start stacking that, and as that jungle pet counter ticks down, the smite gets stronger. So Echo having a good lead already.
Yeah, now one little thing about the jungle pets is that when you buy them, you receive reduced minion XP, so it gets a little bit, the penalty gets a little bit reduced every 2 minutes. So it's 7% for every 2 minutes. So at the 18-minute mark, you get 93% XP. At the 16-minute mark, would be 86. 14-minute mark would be 79, and then 72 for the 12-minute mark. So currently, right now, both the Echo and the Kayn only getting 65% XP from the minions, so maybe Kayn sticking around to farm those Laze minions instead of going for the jungle camps. Gonna be something that he regrets, missing out on a lot of potential XP. But
quite possibly all in coming in top lane though. Catlord ult is forced out, Q away from it by the Jax, and looks like Catlord missed the R2.
Yeah, but Kayn roaming up here. Let's see if they can get rid of the Jax here. The Jax does have a ward, so can ward hop away.
Yep, and he is holding his ult. He goes in. He wants to go 1-for-1 on Catlord. Gets the kill. Ult. Teleport is coming in, presumably from the Vi here. No, the Echo. And they're going to be able to force away Lucky Guy with that.
Yeah, utilizing that phase rush keystone in order to get in, get the assassination, and get out.
Kayn trying to survive by jumping into the wall. Ults onto Potato. He's very low health. Could he pick up the kill here? Yes. And it's a 1-for-1 in the top lane. Ornn able to respawn, teleport in, and he just misses the passive ult, the passive auto on Echo, walking him all the way back to his turret. Q, he might be going too deep here. Be able to get out. No more kills in the top lane.
Yeah, a little bit interesting that Ornn didn't chase that. He has a lot of armor, and his E was coming up in about 1 second there. I feel like he could have tried to chase the kill for the Echo, maybe just a little bit more afraid of the turret than he should have been.
Yeah, and Echo, just a breath away from death, but Jack's going to teleport out. And interestingly, with the Nashor's Tooth first item, a pretty AP, kind of surprisingly AP heavy team coming out from Slime, with Echo having the Lichbane build and now the Nashor's completed.
Yeah, and same little funny thing for Lucky. They've got the AP Varus, so we're seeing two champions who don't necessarily usually go AP, opting for some unique builds.
Yeah, Potato getting the kill onto Kayn. That will force Ornn away from the Void Grubs, and Echo with that Jungle Pet and Smite should be able to go through those pretty easily. And looks like it will be 3 Grubs to 3 for the remainder of this match.
Yeah, neither team able to pick up the Fate bonus. So without a turret going down yet, still could be anybody's game for who's going to get this first Fate. Surprisingly, it was Team Lucky who managed to get the first blood. So if they can get that first turret, they will receive the Feat of Strength. If they don't, then Feat of Strength may not come up in this match at all.
Depending on how long it goes, Slime Guys do have a Drake. Echo was able to get down and take the Hex Tech Dragon, so they have completed step 1 of their feat. Going to the all-in.
Ooh, got the
tower.
Wow, big misplay from Jax.
Great.
The E landed, but the stun didn't last long enough, and the Ornn ult connected.
A little too aggressive here. EP Girl, great flash away. The R into Echo. EP Girl going to put down some good damage to force him away. VIQ over the wall under the turret with no minions, and it will not matter. That passive shield able to soak up most of the damage from that turret.
Yeah, but that took a lot of effort.
Slime's way.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort,
Yeah,
dives across the board. Kane able to spend the time to farm up a little bit, get strong, and then Ornn, of course, beating down this turret. So, got the dive onto the Varus, but Varus stalled for a lot of time. Got out a lot of cooldowns too, the Ignite from the Vi.
And Ornn looked like he was just able to sneak away that last turret plate before it fell down, so that's like, I think that's 3 turret plates to his back pocket now. He's going to be feeling really good with that.
And Vi not really even able to take this bot turret because she had no mana remaining, so first turret still up for grabs.
Look at that turret damage across the board. I think that Slime is slightly favored, and Jax abusing the Kane, walking him back towards his turret.
Yeah, that AP Jax damage insane. That E ultimate burst did like 500, 600 damage to the Kane right there. Looks like they will be able to pick up the first turret here, but maybe not. No minions.
Not quite. No minions.
Maybe Slime feeling a little bit nervous. They've been making a lot of misplays. Guess the next big question is, when will Kane get form? Was that fight against the Jax enough to get him Red Kane?
There's the first turret going over to Slime Guys, and that'll actually give them a lead on feats. They're just going to run it down mid.
Yeah, Lucky needs to respond to this. Neither Ornn or Varus seem like they're going to be basic. Ornn finally realizing, but Varus going to be late to this.
Yeah, Kane has red form, but 1 red Kane against 3 champions, 2 of which are 2 levels higher. Great knock up under turret, but he's dead, and this inhibitor turret is going to take a lot of damage. Turret able to get one back onto the Vi, inhibitor turret down, and that is a naked inhibitor mid. Jax, great E, getting a double stun. Lucky Slime Guys look like they might have gone in too deep. This will be a 3-for-1. The inhibitor stays alive, but being exposed is a huge vulnerability for Lucky.
Yeah, nice little ace for Lucky, but may have been too little too late. The slow rotations from the Ornn and the Varus mean that they're now going to be open inhibitor for the rest of the game, and they have yet to break open even a single tier 1 turret on the other side.
Yeah, and one thing to note, the mobility for Slime is very high. They might not need to push in the minions. Vi choosing to use her teleport now, but if they can get a ward in for Jax or the Echo to TP to, they could maybe just backdoor Lucky without them even getting a chance to respond.
Yeah, I think if they knew that the Rift Herald was being taken right now, they would triple TP mid. Maybe that lack of vision saving Lucky big time right now.
Yeah, and Ornn walked over a ward. I'm a little surprised they didn't think to try and check. But Kane gets the Rift Herald. We're even on epic monsters now at 1 apiece. Jumping onto the Vi, but reinforcements are in the area. Ornn stunned up, CC'd forever, and finally goes down. Kane at about half health. Jax rooted up by the Varus, jumps backwards onto the Varus. Vi with a double kill. There is not a wave mid, but there's also not a turret. They can just run it down.
Yeah, Kane with the ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Dropping the Rift Herald.
125 on the Varus. Rift Herald comes down, good damage. If they just auto Jax just autoing the inhibitor. Kane trying to pilot the Rift Herald. Too little, too late. Inhibitor goes down, and Slime Guys will take it.
Yeah, now Kane just going for some drift action.
You know, if you watch enough pro play, you'll see teams do silly things like trade Elder Baron for Nexus, or trade Elder Dragon for Nexus, or trade Baron Nashor for Nexus, and we just saw a Rift Herald for Inhibitor trade.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're lucky, you're feeling a little bit desperate. Maybe getting that Rift Herald and then getting out safely would have been the one way that they could have found a way to win that game. Maybe one more ace and to drop the Herald and end. But unfortunately, the
Sure.
Kayn getting caught out there on the way back to base spelled the end of the game.